going to be important throughout your life. Systematically, keep up those friendships. Keep up with those people, because if you're going to end up in this new economy, which involves a lot of self-employment, you're going to need those contacts. The real danger in going out on your own at the beginning is there are a lot of skills and there's a lot of coaching that you really need at the beginning. Unless you hook yourself up with someone who knows what they're doing, you may be doomed to mediocrity and a difficult career. At the beginning, it's really important to get those skills. And let's open another parenthesis. When we talked earlier, we talked about the issue of the difference between skills and knowledge. And classic example is in the communication industry today. You look at some of the big names in Canadian broadcasting and in journalism. They're not necessarily people who went to the Carleton School of Journalism, which is the big name school for journalism. They're quite likely to people who took a general arts degree or political science at McGill and worked on the McGill Daily. The skills they learned putting out the McGill Daily every day were the skills that employers really wanted when they were hiring, when they got them right out of school. So while these people were learning some knowledge about political science that helped them understand the world around them, the skills they got were not in the classroom, not in the traditional university setting. It was within the extracurricular activities within that university. So as you select your university, as you look at what you're going to do at university and how you're going to spend your time, remember that if you're going to either get a good job with an organization or end up consulting, look for those opportunities, develop those skills that are going to be useful in the world outside of university.
And finally, you mentioned when we were speaking earlier about the willingness to migrate. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. I think one of the things that we have to recognize is that within all organizations there are entry-level jobs. And if you have specific skills and knowledge that you want to apply, or if you're just looking for any job, the job that's right for you may not be here in Toronto, or it may not be in the city you're living in. It may not be in a large city, and you may have grown up in a large city, and the idea of going to a small town may not be that attractive. I can tell you from my experience, when I was looking for a job, there weren't any jobs in the big cities, but there were jobs out in the small towns in northern Quebec. And I've had a very interesting career by starting in that job. And the other issue is not only to look at moving from your city you're in to another large city or to a small town, but also you may have to start small, start working on shifts. You may have to sacrifice some of your personal life at the beginning. I don't think you should consider